Dub is a shit fuck, cringe tour, etc., etc. I eat extra sharp, that's what I eat.
Why attack Sanders? Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
And then they have cans of soup, and they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
An opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
I mean, the fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be?
that will enhance our underlying effort to accommodate the Russian oligarchs and make sure we take their ill-begotten gains. We're going to accommodate them. We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. The guys who are the kleptocracies. But these are bad guys.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
I would say, oh, I'm not a beta male. I'm not a beta male. You know, you're a beta male.
Beta.
I liked beer. I still like beer. But I did not drink beer to the point of blacking out.
Hello? Is this thing on? Testing. 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 Hello? Can you hear me? Oh shit, there's bacteria in my... Fuck. Is it on? Is anyone on? Is this audible? Is it audible? Is it hello? Testing. Testing. Is it on? Does anyone know? Is it on? Testing. Testing. I think it's on. I think it's goddamn on. Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of the goddamn. I am your host, the motherfucker, and I am here to do a programmatic experience, an experiential, experimental experience today, and we are going to experience this show together. And so there you go. So this is here I am. I've got coffee. I've got this, and I've got this. You know, if I ever need to, you know, do this or whatever. I got that. I have this if I, you know, get thirsty. But anyway, so we got a show here going on. I'm gonna be getting into some news stories. We're gonna do some news stories, and by we, I mean me, because you're not going to do anything. You're going to sit there and fucking watch like a fucking loser. Look at you. This is you right now. Like me, I'm like, whoa, this is you. That's you right now? Like, what the hell are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Anyway, so how's everyone going? We got a show here going on. It's going on right now. Currently, it's active. It's an active program. For today, and so Goddamn. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. I finished my semester. It's goddamn May. How the fuck? How do you finish a semester in May? I thought school was over in June. What the hell's going on here? How did your trip with those glasses go yesterday after the show? I will let you know about that later. Here are the aforementioned yard sale spectacular spectacles. Goddamn, this is the coolest shit in the world. Y'all don't even know. Whoa, I'm gonna try to do a whole show with this fucking thing on. Oh, where's the mouse? Oh, this... Okay, the mouse... Oh, no. Alright, I'm afraid it's not possible. Anyway, so we got a show here going on. We're doing a program today. Today is May 16. 16th of May, everybody. May 16. Huh? May 16. All right. So, let's start the show with some good news. Start the show with some news that's pretty good. And so let's check this out. So, there was an unfortunate incident that occurred in the United Kingdom. Not so united after this incident, this news story. Margaret Thatcher statue egged by protester 2 hours after it's unveiled. Now, first of all, my first question is, why the fuck is there a Margaret Thatcher statue being unveiled in goddamn 2022? Second of all, what's going on here? Are they trying to choke the fucking life out of her? Like, what is this? Like, where is she hanging from? Why is she, like, being fucking hanged in this photograph? So, some guy with a newspaper, absolute legend, eggs Margaret Thatcher, but the more important story is that she's being fucking hanged. Like, why is that not the headline? Margaret Thatcher statue hanged? Like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, that's cool, right? I'm a supporter of that, but still, that's crazy. Now, you're gonna freak the fuck out when I read you this bold text here. A 300,000 pound statue of Margaret Thatcher, we're not talking about weight here, am I right, people, has been egged within 2 hours of it being lowered into place in her hometown. Someone somewhere spent 300,000 pounds on that fucking garbage, on this fucking trash, on this, like, weird-ass statue of some dumbass bitch being hanged in her fucking hometown. That's amazing. That's amazing. More than 3 years after plans were first approved. This was 3 years in the making. Or 4. You know, that's 3 years the plans were approved 3 years ago. Like, people had multiple years, like 4 or 5 years, maybe, to think about this. To, like, think about their actions, right? To have any agency. People always ask me, why don't you believe in free will? This is why I don't believe in free will. More than 3 years after plans were first approved, did anyone realize what they were doing? Did, like, what? Like, I don't know. Okay. Footage from this morning shows a man hurling eggs at the statue in front of shocked onlookers. Imagine someone being like, like, oh my god, he's gonna die! Like, imagine someone doing that. Like, imagine, like, you go there to, like, look and appreciate the art of the hanged Margaret Thatcher statue. And then you see some motherfucker with eggs roll up, and you're like, oh boy! Like, can we talk about this photo? This photo is so good. I don't know anything about this person. Like, they could be a piece of shit, it's possible. But this photo, damn. I mean, that's epic. I don't know what to tell you. He can be seen walking off after one of them eventually hit the massive sculpture at St. Peter's Hill. The incident should not come as a surprise after more than 13,000 people showed interest in such protests 2 years ago. Originally intended for Parliament Square in Westminster, it was moved to the town due to fears of motivated far-left movement who may be committed to public activism. Okay, so hold the phone. Okay. So they moved the statue because of a, quote, motivated far-left movement who may be committed to public activism. Define public activism. Like, is this, like, the right wing saying that, like, they're doing activism when they, like, throw a fucking statue in the river? When they throw a statue in the goddamn ocean? It's just activism. It's public activism. I mean, I agree. Hey, I'm in agreement there. But anyway, here's the guy, pictured the man. I mean, like, really, that's the man right there. After a large-scale 100,000-pound unveiling ceremony was approved. So, okay, the statue itself is 300,000 pounds. And then a 100,000-pound ceremony? Bitch motherfucker, what the fuck are you spending 100,000 goddamn motherfucking pounds on? For a ceremony for a statue? Like, that is like a 3-year salary for, like, the average fucking worker. And you're spending it on, like, a 2-hour fucking... Like, what? What? More than 2,400 people confirmed they would take part in egg throwing and potentially graffiti art. As a result of the warning, the council installed a CCTV camera directly opposite the statue. So instead of just saying, oh, we're not going to waste 400,000 pounds on this garbage, now they're going to waste like 400,000 pounds, plus like $80 for the tower or for the camera. Like, they're just like, it's a money sink. Like, instead of, spending nearly 500,000 goddamn pounds on, I don't know, the poor, the homeless, I don't know, maybe COVID protection, there's a pandemic going on. Instead of doing that, let's spend it on a fucking statue. A ceremony? A ceremony. What the fuck? What kind of ceremony costs 100 goddamn thousand pounds? What is this, the fucking Met Gala? What the fuck is going on here? Lincolnshire Police confirmed they had received reports of criminal damage to the statue shortly after 10 a.m. Criminal damage? Criminal damage? Motherfucker, they threw an egg at a statue. Like, the next time it rains, that shit's gonna be clean. You literally don't have to do anything. You can sit there and look at the statue and watch the fucking rain wash the egg away. Like you don't have to spend money on a cleanup crew. There's no fucking criminal damage. What the fuck? No arrests have been made and inquiries are still ongoing, a spokesperson said. Leader Cullen Cook said we must never hide from our history. Adding it is a bigger than a bait that's around her legacy tastes better and better. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, man. Like, these people are crazy. Anyway. Shout outs to this guy, the legend, aka the man. It's like, motherfucking, someone needs to write a movie about this guy's life. Like, the movie needs to start, right, with him throwing the egg, and then, like, the fucking, him dashing away, right? All the onlookers going, like, right? And then it, like, fades into black, and then it's, like, 30 years ago, and then the movie starts. But anyway, the man, shout outs to the man, and there you go, so. I got knots in my hair? This shit's crazy. Check this out. Look at this. How is that even possible? Like, this is why I don't believe in God. Alright, like, top 10 reasons why I don't believe in God. Alright, let's do it. So, okay. Top 10 reasons why I don't believe in God. Look at this. So my hair has knots in it? Like, what? Like, okay, so you're telling me we grow this fucking bullshit out of our head. For what reason? I don't know. But then it gets all knotted up? Like, look at this. I got a knot in my hair? What kind of God would invent hair that knots? Like, I don't know. You think you're God, right? You got the whole you got infinite power and wisdom. You know, make us, like, fucking hair that works. You know what I mean? Like, this fucking shit is crazy. I mean, look at this. Look at this fucking garbage. Look at this. How does this even happen? Like, I sleep And then I wake up and then this is like a thing? Like every time like what the fuck? You're telling me I gotta brush my hair every day, motherfucker? I don't know, man. Anyway, this is why I don't believe in God. If anyone's wondering, why is this bitch such a radical anti-theist? Well, the answer may not surprise you. I don't feel like brushing my hair, and yet I have to? Yeah, okay. Cool fucking DNA, God. I appreciate that. What a fucking prick. Yeah, I mean, Jesus was walking around with long hair, too. No wonder he fucking, like, you know, he wasn't depressed at all when they nailed him to the goddamn cross. When they nailed him to that fucking cross. Y'all ever fucking hear about this shit? So we have this guy named Jesus, right? They nail him to the fucking cross. And he's like, oh, I'm not even crying. I'm not even sad because I'm divine or whatever. You want to know why he's not crying? You want to know why he's not sad? Right? Because his long hair is probably like this, you know? It's probably like fucking knotted up. It's probably like, oh, God, I'll never get that out. Did they have brushes in goddamn fucking 30 AD or whatever the fuck? Did they have brushes at that point? Like, how the fuck do you manage long hair? This guy was fucking on the cross like, ooh, right? He's probably just happy to fucking see it go away. When Jesus came out of the ground, did he still have his long hair? Because apparently, like, these motherfuckers, like, the Christians want me to believe that this motherfucker got nailed to a cross and then thrown in a ditch somewhere. And then, like, 3 days later, he's like, yo, what's up? Reminds me of, like, fucking, like, when John McAfee, rest in goddamn peace, would hire, like, fucking, like, people that looked like him to, like, grow, like, big beards that, like, he would have and, like, wander around the country and, like, do wacky shit. He would, like, pay a bunch of people that look like him to act wacky in public to, like, garner attention in news stories. How do we know that that's not what Jesus did? How do we know that Jesus didn't hire someone to die on the cross, gave him, like, $30, yo, you want to get up on this cross for me? And then, like, Jesus comes back later. Oh, yeah, sorry. So you killed me. But I'm right here. Like, are you really telling me that these motherfuckers, like, you know, like, they came back from the dead? I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just not, it didn't happen. I don't know. Anyway, so top 10 reasons why I don't believe in God. The fucking hair thing. And also Jesus. There's a lot going on there that's just a little fishy, but there you go. I got a fucking smudge on my goddamn glasses, right? This is crazy. It's insane. If you didn't pass out drunk every night and wrap your hair up, you wouldn't have this problem. First of all, I haven't passed out drunk in many months, okay? Okay? My preferred style of drinking is getting drunk and then sobering up before bed, because otherwise you're wasting it. You're wasting it. Like, these motherfuckers, in fact, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to riff on this, okay? Hear me out. So, who are these motherfuckers? Like, they go out, it's like 9 o'clock. Like, bitch motherfucker, that's my goddamn bedtime? They go out, and they get drunk at like 11:30, and then they fall asleep at 1 a.m.? Like, you're missing the best part of the experience. Like, imagine, like, these are the same motherfuckers. They're like, oh, I smoke weed, and then I fall asleep. Like, what? What? Like, just fucking take a nap before you fucking get high. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting the experience. Oh, I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna drink like 6 shots of tequila, and then I'm gonna fall asleep immediately? Well, you just wasted a lot of fucking money. You know what you could have done with that money? How much does that cost? Like, you go to a bar and you get drunk, and then you go home and sleep immediately? Like, what are you doing? These motherfuckers, like, I don't fall asleep drunk. I try not to. I mean, sometimes, you know, sometimes it just happens. But these motherfuckers are wasting your drugs. I'm telling you right now, you are wasting your drugs. If you are drinking at night, smoking at night, you are wasting your fucking drugs. You got to get high and drunk right as soon as you wake up. That's what I did. You see what's in this coffee? You see what's in that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, so you got to wake up and start the process, right? Otherwise, I mean, like, hey, like, you're just wasting it. Oh, I get home after work and I drink beer until I pass out. What? What? You could spend that money on, like, I don't know, anything else. You're just wasting it. You're wasting your drugs. And honestly, I can't endorse that behavior. So my preferred method of drug intake, do it as soon as possible throughout the day. Enjoy it, sober up, fall asleep. That's the ideal scenario for me. Passing out drunk. I mean, if you pass out, you pass out. It happens, right? Every once in a while, you wake up in a ditch somewhere. It's like, what? Every once in a while, it happens, you know, to the best of us. You wake up in the middle of the woods, you have no clothes on, right? You're, like, covered in fucking ticks and fucking, like, you know, I think you're missing a big toe somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it happens every once in a while. But yeah, my opinion, I think drugs are cool. I don't want to waste the drugs, right? Like, I don't know. I'm going to wake up, get fucked up, and then just ride it out for the rest of the day. That's my opinion. So, there you go. Passing out drunk, no thank you. Dean Martin used to say he felt sorry for people who don't drink because they wake up and that's as good as they feel all day. Yeah, I mean, most people, they wake up and they feel like shit, like, because, you know, they're drones in the goddamn capitalist hellhole we live in, right? They wake up and they're like, it's like 5 a.m. and it's like they can't see, right? Their eyes are twitching. Right? And then they try to, like, get coffee and take a fucking shower just to wake up, like, I can't see, I'm so tired, right? Right? Like, and these motherfuckers, like, they're probably passing out drunk, too. They're probably passing out fucking drunk. Right? And, you know, that's another thing. Right? I value my sleep, motherfucker. When you pass out drunk, it fucks with your, like, fucking deep sleep. You're right, it fucks with your muscle regeneration. It fucks with your REM. I want to dream, asshole. Dreaming is another experience. I don't want to get drunk and fall asleep and then not dream. I waste the whole sleep cycle. And then also I wake up and I'm like, right, because I didn't sleep that well. But anyway, so these motherfuckers are trapped, right? They're trapped in the goddamn cycle. They wake up, they can't fucking see, they're fucking tired. You ever wake up and then, like, you look out a window and, like, you get blinded, like, you fucking, you pass out, right? You just look at, like, some blue light somewhere, right? And then you just fucking, like, you just wake up, like, 3 hours later, you missed work. It's like, oh my god, my eyes are fucking, has that ever happened to anyone? Anyway, it happens to me a lot. But anyway, that's crazy. I don't know, my opinion, you wake up, and that's the start. Waking up is a platform for something much bigger, I have to say. You wake up, then the world is there. Like, you got coffee, right? I drink coffee. Anyone else? Now, here's my thing. Like, we live in a society where, like, caffeine is, like, mandatory. If you work in any, like, situation where you have to leave the house, like, caffeine is pretty much mandatory, right? Like, in every, like, work area, there's just coffee everywhere. Like, they just, like, throw drugs at you willy-nilly. Here, caffeine. Here, have some coffee. Have some more fucking coffee. You want 17 cups? We got 38 cups. You want, right? Isn't that fucking crazy? Like, when I went to school, right, these motherfuckers were telling me just say no. These same motherfuckers who taught me just say no, and I saw that motherfucker drinking coffee. Like, I would go into fucking high school, my teacher would have fucking coffee cups, and, like, fucking, like, sometimes one of my teachers would, like, you know, take requests from people, you know, in the class, you know, first period or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? I'm 15 years old and you're getting me hooked on fucking caffeine? Now, I didn't have coffee until I was, like, 22. But anyway, that fucking shit's crazy. But anyway, I say you wake up and then that's a platform for something much bigger. You know. So I agree with Dean Martin. on that one. They were grooming you. Yeah, I know. I agree. This sounds like a proto stand-up routine. Actually, contrary to popular belief, I am sitting down. As you can see, this is my chair. I'm sitting currently, so there you go. One of these like fucking wheels is like a little. It's not good, let me tell you. So it like makes that noise. Does anyone hear that like weird noise? Yeah, there we go. It's fixed. But one of the wheels like doesn't turn as well as the other ones. Anyway. Piece of shit fucking chair. No, it's fine. It's comfy. I like it. I've ever mixed drugs and alcohol all the time. I mean, like, don't do it. It's bad. But all the time. Did I miss any movie reviews over the weekend? You missed a fuckload. I've been getting high as fuck and watching movies all day. That's my latest thing. In fact, I'm going to be doing some segments later about that as well. But yeah, like I watched a really good movie last night. I'll do that in a little bit. I want to do a couple more news stories. But I watched a really good fucking movie last night. Like I was very impressed with how good it was. Did I watch Time Crimes yet? No, not yet. Drink water and do drugs properly. I mean, like I agree. I mean, I don't know. Can't you brush your hair while watching movies? I could. Anyway, trying to have like a fun news day here. So let's talk about this. So I want to start this segment by saying Meghan McCain, not so good of a person. I must be honest with you. I have to be real. I'm just laying it out there, all my biases. I'm wearing them on my sleeve. Is this a sleeve? Does the sleeve have to? I don't even know what qualifies as a sleeve, but just letting everyone know my biases. Biases. Is it biases? Biases? It's like crisis and then crises. You know what I mean? Anyway, fucking English language. But the reason why I bring up the English language is because Meghan McCain, who pretty much inspires people in like the wrong way, right? Like, you know, inspires people in the worst way possible. But I want to say that I've been inspired. I have been inspired by Meghan McCain, and let me tell you why. She has done something that has awakened a part of my body, a part of my psyche, my being has been awakened. I've been inspired by Meghan McCain. Now, again, you might be thinking to yourself, what the fuck? You might be thinking to yourself, holy shit. Because that's what I'm thinking to myself as I'm doing this whole spiel. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? Like, I should just stop the stream and delete the video. Like, this never happened. But let me be 100% clear here. Meghan McCain's latest book, Bad Republican, a memoir, is a massive flop. McCain made good for television on The View, but it appears people are less interested in her written thoughts. You might be thinking to yourself, what? Inspired? Hold the phone. Meghan McCain's familial ties and past experience as a controversial television personality weren't enough to help boost the sales of her recent memoir. The former The View co-host released a hardcover edition of her book, Bad Republican, a memoir, on April 26th. What is with these people writing memoirs? And they're like, how old is Meghan McCain? Does anyone know? Like, she looks like she's like 40 something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Like, does she have like a near-death experience? Like, why is she writing a memoir? Like, how old is she? Like, a memoir? Like, just, it's a book, right? Like, how old is this bitch? She's 37 years old. She's writing a memoir. What the fuck are you doing? You don't write a memoir at 37 years old. Like, you write a book. Memoirs are what people that are old write. Like, oh, I'm about to die any minute now. I've got cancer. Let me write a memoir. I just had a fucking heart attack. Let me write a memoir. I'm reading, lately I've been reading Bob Odenkirk's memoir. But anyway, so this bitch is writing a memoir at the ripe old age of 37. Like, I don't know, maybe she's got like an illness that she's not telling us. But anyway, let's keep going. All right. On April 26th, after publishing it as an audiobook on Audible last autumn. Wait, whoa, hold the phone here. Hold the phone here. Okay. An audiobook on Audible last autumn? All right. But per the Washington Examiner, the book has so far been a dud. In its opening week, selling only 244 copies. As of Saturday, the book managed to sell a measly average of about 22 copies per day. The book's Amazon listing explains that McCain's latest release tells a personal story of growing up the daughter of an American icon who shaped a life in details of the heartbreaking final moments spent by his side. There are chapters on McCain's dating life in New York and snippets of her love story with now husband Ben Double. We also learn more about her views on cancel culture and internet trolls. This is not a memoir. This is just a regular ass book. Like, she's just writing a book. Why is it a memoir? Who the fuck writes a memoir at 37 years old? What the fuck? Anyway, why am I saying this? Why am I reading you this story? Why? Because I've been inspired by Meghan McCain. I have been inspired by Meghan McCain. If Meghan McCain, one, is capable of writing a book, that is its own, like, just like the idea that she is sitting there and actually writing out a book. If she is capable of doing that, anyone is capable of doing that. But then she sold, with all of her fame, right, with all of her, like, fucking millions of fucking followers and fame and television contacts, she only sold 244 copies in the first week. Right, probably, like, if it's 22 per day, it's probably, like, around 500 total. I could sell 500 fucking books. What do you think? In my chat. Do you think I could sell 500 fucking books? Nobody knows who the fuck I am. I guarantee you, if I wrote a book, I could sell 500 fucking copies. I don't know if it would be in, like, a week or two, but I could. So, one, Meghan McCain is able to write a book. Like, she is capable, like, with her brain power, to write a goddamn fucking book. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That alone, that's inspiring. That's inspiring. Okay? But then, the fact that she sold, like, as many copies as, like, some random, I don't even know, like, I don't know, like, this is like someone could do, like, a fucking college, like, fucking zine, and, like, hand it around, or, like, sell it at a campus or something and probably get more than 244 copies, right? I'm serious. That is fucking insane. That is fucking insane. So anyway, I'd like to announce that I've been inspired to write a book. So thank you, Meghan McCain. If she can do it, so can I. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant story. Hashtag my gamer story would definitely sell more than hashtag my gamer story. Motherfucking Bob Carmody is like, actually, it's pronounced zine. I don't think so. You pronounce vine, vine? Oh yes, I'd like to go pick tomatoes off the vine. What? What? Hey, I wanna go eat. Like, what do you, like, fucking make pickles in? Breen? I'm going to my way. I don't know. Anyway. There you go. Short for magazine. Magazine. I believe you mean magazine. First of all, why are you reading magazines, Bob? Are you a fucking secret Trump troll? A goddamn secret Trump troll? Yeah, that's right, you gotta read my magazine. What the hell is the matter with you? What the hell is going on, Bob? We need a complete and total shutdown on all Bobs in this chat room until we figure out what the hell is going on. So I apologize to the other Bobs, because I don't know, man. Like, we gotta shut this fucking shit down. We need a complete and total shutdown on everyone who's watching the stream in Pennsylvania until we figure out what the hell is going on. The writing style is just revolting, and it's so self-congratulatory that it's likely unreadable for anyone. I mean, I could write a book that has a horrible writing style and that is self-congratulatory that only I would enjoy, right? So I'm in. Absolutely. Goddamn Bob. Bob was telling everyone, yo, check out my magazine. Check out my magazine. What are you handing them out on these fucking PC, fucking woke left-wing college campuses, Bob? The goddamn guy, like, hanging out, just chilling, right? Like, fucking, oh, you want to check out my magazine, huh? That's true. A picture is worth 1,000 words. That's fucking true. That is so true. I could write like a fucking 70,000 page tome with fucking 8,613,409 words. And it's just all drawings. That's true. Bob can hang out at my college. Goddamn fucking Tyler is gonna go around to like his friends at college and go like, this is my friend Bob. They've got a magazine? Nope, no relation. No relation. Oh, Tyler's just standing around looking up at the adults wondering, what's going on? I don't even know what Paradise Lost is. That was a bizarre noise. I'm gonna listen to that again. Hold on. That's crazy. That was a bizarre noise. I'm gonna listen to That's crazy. It's a magazine! MAGA? What the fuck? This motherfucker's MAGA posting. In my goddamn. Oh, I have breaking news. Maxie. Breaking news. Maxie! Uppy! Come on! I need to make more room for this hound. Come on, Max! Come on! Oh! Oh, no. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. You hearing that? Is that getting picked up? Oh, yes. Oh, that's a papa. He's a good dog. Wow, I'm really high. This dog is just chilling right now. Let's hear about those snuggy people. Ugh. Alright, y'all. Alright, that's the news portion of the program. We're going to get into the fun ampersand games portion of the program. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do a report. I'm reporting. I'm a journalist. I am reporting that I'm a journalist. So yesterday, let me rewind. Let me rewind. The other day, I was at a yard sale. And at this yard sale, I discovered these glasses. And they were $5. So I don't know what this is or why this exists. But I thought, this is fucking crazy. This is great. Okay? So I was like, I want to do shrooms and walk around with these glasses on and freak the fuck out. And so yesterday, that's exactly what I did. So I did shrooms yesterday, and it was fantastic. I had a great experience overall, and I'll talk more about that. But I'm gonna talk about this fucking shit, right? So I was walking around outside, right, and I was walking around in my bare feet in the grass, right? So I was feeling everything, and I was trying to run through the grass with these on while I am tripping, and needless to say, it was very, very it was very difficult. I freaked the fuck out. I almost fell several times. But it was great. I mean, like, I want to like describe just how cool this is. So, right, like, so it refracts, right, and there's like different colors, right? I don't know how it looks through the camera. It doesn't look as good as it does. But anyway, so when you're hallucinating on drugs, right? Like for me, I'll see like a couple things, like I'll see like two maxes, right? Like my brain knows that there's a max somewhere, right? And then like I'll see another max because I don't know where the other max is, right? So I'll see like a couple maxes. But with these on, right, these like have like, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a lot of different like whatever's in there, right? And so everything is like duplicated already, and it's like got like all the color effects, right? So I'm seeing like 80 maxes. They're running around. I'm seeing so many maxes, right? Also, another thing is I don't know where my hands are. Like my hand is like coming out like up here, like for me, because like I see this and I see my hand and it feels like it's coming out from like, it's like the vision is just upside down. So I am on drugs and I'm running around in my bare feet, like, playing with Max, and I'm seeing like 40 maxes. I'm seeing like 50,000 maxes. And like Max then like runs up to me and then like, tries to climb on me, and I'm I'm like, right? Like, I don't know where he is. Like he's climbing up on me. Right, and then like also I'm seeing him like come from the sky. It was insane. So anyway, that was really fun. I enjoyed myself. But then also when I was doing drugs, I watched Cosmos, the original Carl Sagan Cosmos. Watched the first 2 episodes of that. I haven't seen it in a while, and that was incredible. I just want to recommend watching Cosmos on drugs. It's phenomenal. It's a 10 out of 10, and I'm going to continue doing that. And maybe I'll do a full series review when I'm done. But that was great. But anyway, that was the fun part. I was running around with these fucking glasses on. And I was freaking out. I was trying to play with Max. It was very scary. But also it was very cool. I also remember like trying to like walk in and outside with the glasses on, right? And so like I was like bumping into walls. Right, I was like, it was very fun. And I was very nauseous, but I'm gonna definitely do that again. So anyway, best $5 I've ever spent on these fucking, I don't even know what the fuck they are. Best $5 I've ever spent. So, there you go. That's all I can say. I mean, that's the review of the glasses. So, have I heard the Carl Sagan auto-tune songs? I mean, of course. Like, who hasn't? Am I right, people? Why no pics of feet in the grass? Oh my god. You're going to have to subscribe to the premium tier of whatever for that. Come from the sky only in my dreams. Pharmastol. Hopefully a video surfaces of fucking surfaces of Andrew retrieving balls barefoot outside with the goofy glasses. I hope so. I hope that one of these days a video will surface of that happening. I love when things surface. Anyway, so now I want to transition. Am I right, people? So now I want to transition into the movie review. So, this is great. I really enjoyed this film, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Alright, so I watched a movie last night. So keep in mind, I'm like maybe 4 hours after ingesting magical fungi. And so, like, you know, I'm on the outside of it. Like, you know, I'm still a little in the zone, maybe, but I mean, honestly, maybe I'm like 5 hours. I don't know. It was like I was on the tail end of it. And I put on a movie, and I watched Vanilla Sky yesterday. And I just want to say, like, you know, this is a movie where, like, spoiler alert. Like, if you've never seen this movie, spoiler alert. You know what I mean? Right, like if you've never seen the movie, like, I want you to watch this movie, first of all. And second of all, like, this is a movie, like, you know, a lot of movies, like, it's more about watching and, like, spoiling the plot doesn't matter. For this movie, though, like, the plot is, like, integral to the film. So if you haven't seen it and you're even remotely interested, you know, it's about, you know, so basically Tom Cruise, you know, he's some guy or whatever. He's some guy. So he's some guy, and he has, like, some company that his dad gave him. Like, oh, okay, all right. So he's one of those people. But anyway, he's got, like, you know, the perfect life or whatever, and he's got, you know, he's banging bitches, he's going to parties, he's making millions, he's driving all these cars, and anyway, he's a guy, right? He's a goddamn guy. So anyway, he has a stalker or something, and then the stalker, like, you know, kidnaps him essentially, and is pretty good. I mean, like, you know, like, fucks him up, like, drives off a bridge into a fucking, like, brick wall. I don't even, it was crazy. It was great. Anyway, so then he gets fucked up, right? He gets fucked up. I love Tom Cruise's acting, by the way. Like, the acting, like, Tom Cruise in general, really good actor, phenomenal. But anyway, so he gets fucked up, and then he's got, like, you know, a fucked up face or whatever, and then, like, he kind of, like, freaks the fuck out. He turns into, like, you know, recluse. He goes crazy, you know, because he's depressed and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, okay, so now we're entering the spoiler territory. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, and that sounds even remotely interesting, turn it off. Turn it off. All right, motherfucker, turn it off. That's it. You're done. See ya. We're entering the spoiler section. Kelsey says he'd be hot if he wasn't so short. Now, I'm going to have to say that is a ban-worthy comment. 1, we support short kings on this channel. 2, he's hot. I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's really hot regardless of his height. Height doesn't matter, and he's hot. So, you're wrong. That's a double wrong. Anyway. Okay, so one of the, like, y'all know I love lucid dreaming. This is something that I love. Now, I've never really heard of this movie before. A couple people have recommended it to me. But you know, I've never really, I didn't know much about it, but a couple people have recommended this to me based on the fact that I talk about lucid dreaming a lot. So the movie is like, there's a lot of, like, false awakenings in this movie, first of all. Like, and that's something I love. I'm a lucid dreamer, and a lot of my themes in my dreams are I wake up and then, like, have, like, a morning routine, and then I realize I'm dreaming, right? And then I wake up again, right? I've talked about this before. So that's, like, a very big theme of this film, is that, you know, like, they constantly wake up and, you know, like, Tom Cruise will wake up and he'll, like, have his fucked up face, or he'll have, like, a normal face, right? And then, like, you know, he can't tell what's real, if there is any, you know, like, and it's great, like, you know, and then he basically gets lost in the dream world. But then at the end, there's, like, that, like, weird, like, okay, so first of all, I just want to say my interpretation of this movie is that 100% of the movie takes place in a dream. I looked up a couple people, a couple videos and articles about people talking about the ending. I think they're all stupid. My opinion is that 100% of the movie takes place in the dream. It's not just like after the car crash. It's not just after like the fucking when he falls asleep on the street or whatever. My personal opinion is that the whole entire movie is a dream. And so that makes it even better. It makes it even better. So anyway, so he has like a bunch of false awakenings. He like mixes up timelines, right? Like he can't like remember what's happening, and then people start morphing into other people, right? And the whole time, like, you don't really know that it's a dream yet, right? Like, I was pretty much under the impression that it was all a dream, or at least, like that this part of the movie was in the dream, like around the halfway mark. But anyway. So like, he had like, he tries to like, he has like a stalker that fucks his face. Is that even real? Did that actually happen? I don't know. Right. But the most interesting part of this is that, there's this like consistent like theme of like a television show coming on the movie, coming on like during the movie. And like, talking about like, cryogenic sleeping, freezing people. Right, like that doesn't like, okay, so it's possible that really does exist in the movie, in the universe of the movie, but I say that that's just an apparatus for his dream to interpret, what's going on. Like, for me, I have a lot of dreams that are steeped in realism, right? Like it's 100% in line with the real world, like physics are all the same, right? Like the buildings are where they are right now, right? Like I have very detailed, very intricate dreams, and a lot of them are very realistic, right? But then sometimes in my dreams, right, there's like random things that just like are completely out of place, right? And so that's the kind of vibe I get, is that the cryo sleep is just a way for his subconscious to like kind of interpret the dream world. So anyway, so basically he continues to go crazy and crazy. It's like a 2-hour movie. So like over the course of like, every scene, every time he has like false awakenings, he gets a little crazier and crazier and crazier. And I think it's great. I thought that the way that they did that, and then they mixed up the timelines, right? Like interspersed and spliced in throughout the movie are like him talking to someone in a jail cell who apparently he's been accused of murder and stuff, and he's trying to like remember if he murdered someone, and that, it's like, so the time, like the chronology of the events in the movie, very difficult to like follow. But that makes sense in a dream, right? In a dream, right? I've had dreams where it's like I'll go from one area to another area in another timeline or whatever, and then I'll go back, and then like I've had like nights of sleep where it's like I have like 4 different kinds of dreams, but they don't happen. Like it's not like one dream starts and then ends, and then the second dream starts and then ends, and then the third dream starts, and then. But for me, sometimes, right? Especially when I'm doing like, like fucking galantamine or Blue Lotus or some shit. But anyway, sometimes my dreams are like, I have like 3 or 4 dreams, but they're spliced together, right? So it's like I like open a door and then I'm back in like the other dream, and then like other stuff happens and like that environment, and then I open another door and then I'm back in the other kind of dream with that timeline, and then, so that's what I'm thinking is going on. I think the whole movie is a dream. But anyway, the movie was great. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really good. Like the way that he kind of slowly went crazy. I mean, I just love Tom Cruise acting in general. He's very silly, and I appreciate that. I like actors that just get really silly. I mean, that's why Nick Cage is my favorite actor. But anyway, not to compare them. I mean, they're a little, they're definitely a different vibe. But anyway, I thought it was really good. I mean, like, again, I saw this on HBO Max, right, in the. And it was like related to like time travel movie. So I thought it was time travel at first, but no, it's like dream travel, which is, it's basically the same thing. But it was really good. I mean, like the description on HBO Max was like, it's a mind-bending psychological thriller. And I'm like, I love my mind bending. I love to bend my mind, right? So, all right. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. I would recommend it. But again, if you're listening to me recommend this, you've already watched the movie. Otherwise, you'd be spoiling the movie for yourself. And then now I don't recommend it, right? So you just ruined your life. Fuck you. But anyway, Vanilla Sky, really good. It's really good. I enjoyed it. As a lucid dreamer, I thought like the dream angles and how that was explained and shown on screen, I thought it was really good. And I thought, like the slow descent into madness that the main character kind of had, but like, but it was like spliced around, like, so he had like good days and bad days and like all that. I thought that was really good. But anyway, there you go. That's Vanilla Sky. Nick Cage is far superior in every way. I would agree with that. That I agree with. That is an agreeable statement. Yeah, I should. Like, I'm absolutely down to watch the Spanish version, for sure. Anything that has to do with, like, Dream Worlds, I'm in. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. Jumping in. Jumping the heck in. It is a cherry lime LaCroix seltzer. Goddamn LaCroix. It's raining and thundering and lightning today, and I have so much outside work. However, I just feel like laying around watching movies. Maybe I'll look at Andrea's reviews and pick one. Now, I agree. Environmental Coffee House, that's the great way to go. I agree entirely. You should definitely look at my list of movie reviews. If I were to make any just haphazard recommendation, well, I don't know what kind of movies you like. Environmental Coffee House, I don't know what your style is. Silver Tusk, play again, Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I actually saw that someone got a new record in that game. I saw that this morning. Super cool. So go watch the brand new world record for that game. I don't need to play it. Someone else has got it. Horror flicks. Apocalyptic. I mean, like, I would recommend Beyond the Black Rainbow to everyone. That's like, it's really good. So if you want a movie recommendation, that's my recommendation. If I were to pick one. I know what you did last summer. Were you watching me? Were you stalking me? Were you like, what the hell? How do you know what I was doing last summer? The Exorcist. I want to watch the original 1973, I think. I want to watch the original Exorcist on shrooms. That's one of my goals. Because I think that would be an incredible experience. Alright, Environmental Coffee House. Going in. I saw it on Netflix, yeah. You know what I hate about Netflix? It doesn't have a goddamn A to Z. Like every other streaming service, you can just look at all the movies from A to Z. Netflix, you have to browse through these shitfuck categories. Right? Like Netflix's way of browsing for movies is fucking garbage. Like, does anyone realize how fucking garbage Netflix's, like, browsing is? It's fucking trash in my ass, dude. It's fucking horrible. I don't think watching that movie on shrooms would be a good idea. Oh, I think it's a great idea, personally. Watching The Shining on shrooms was fanatical. Fanatical? Phenomenal? So I figure, that's my ankle in the water. I mean, I've watched some other, like, really fucked up movies. Like, I watched Beyond the Black Rainbow on shrooms. That shit, oh my god. There's a lot of Netflix shows that I think are good. I have no problem with Netflix movies or shows. I don't give a shit. I just wish that their browsing was, like, functional. But they don't have that. They just don't have, like, a fucking A to Z list. And then there's also, like there will be movies on US Netflix, right? Like, let's say there's a horror movie on US Netflix. It's not like on UK Netflix or anything, right? Like, you have a US account, right? And you can browse US Netflix. And you'll be in the horror section, right? But then there'll be a horror movie that's on US Netflix that doesn't appear in the horror section. Because when you click on the horror tab, it's got, like, you know, these weird fucking subgenres. They've got like 89,000 sub-goddamn genres, right? And it's like psychological, dark, thriller, supernatural. And it's like, can't you just show me all the fucking horror movies on Netflix? Can't you just fucking show me every fucking movie in the list? I don't need like these 8 categories that are super special and change every week, right? And then you use the fucking search box and you find, oh, that movie is on Netflix. It's fucking... I hate... browsing Netflix is a shit show. It's a shit show? Who came up with that fucking garbage? Like, who came up with that fucking garbage? They need to get fucking fired. If you like found footage, I recommend Hell House LLC. I love found footage. Okay. Apparently it's on YouTube. Cool. But yeah, fuck Netflix's browsing. That shit sucks. Yeah, Netflix, like, I mean, like, that's a problem with just capitalism. I wouldn't throw that on Netflix, is that they, like, make these bizarre contracts. Like, Netflix gets this show for 2 months, and then Hulu gets the show for 3 months. And then, you know, like, and then they cycle around, and it's like, why can't it just be on all of them? Like, you know, but that's just the problem with capitalism. I wouldn't throw that on Netflix per se. But one of my problems with Netflix, too, is that they, like, make all these really cool shows, and then they just cancel them. Like, they just cancel everything. Like, one of my favorite Netflix shows that I saw was Travelers. It was like a time travel thing. I love time travel. And that was a Netflix original. And then they cancel it as soon as it's getting good. What? Like, that motherfucking shit, you do 3 seasons. It's a cliffhanger ending. And then it's like, oh, sorry, it's over. But they do that with so many different fucking shows. They'll introduce, like, you know, a really cool world. And then they go like, fuck it. Cliffhanger ending? That's as good as you get. Don't even get me started with Sense8. What the hell's going on with Sense8? Sense8, really good story. Right? Then it gets canceled on a cliffhanger. What the fuck? What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? And then they're like, okay, so we fucked up canceling the show. And then they make this fucking, like, this weird, like, movie special or whatever it is. Right, they make this weird movie special thing that, like, kind of tries to wrap up the story, but really is just like, what are you fucking doing? But then again, right, like, Sense8's a Netflix property. Like, I'm sure if they wanted to fucking, like, you know, fan fund it or whatever, I'm sure they could. But, you know, they don't, so. Stranger Things is okay. I mean, like, I would say it's one of their best shows. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a little too hyped. Yeah, the fucking 3rd season is the 4th one out yet? I don't even know. But the 3rd season with, like, all the communism stuff, very strange. Like, you know, like, it's okay, right? I think the idea that, like, they're really stupid kids and they don't know anything is fine, you know? Yeah, the first season was good. Honestly, I barely remember second season. I barely remember that. Maybe I should watch it again. Black Mirror is excellent. I am very excited for that to come back. Anyway, enough about fucking Netflix. I don't like. I know a lot of people complain when like television shows go on like too long. Personally, if you want to like check out at a certain season, that's fine. But like, yeah, like season 1 of Stranger Things, really good. Did it really need a season 2? Not really. I mean, but it did. And does it need like 5 seasons or however many they're gonna do? Not really. But you know what? I'll watch it. Why not? Like, I like the characters enough. I like the world enough. It's just bonus. It's just bonus content. You don't need to watch every season, right? Like, so if it drags on, it drags on. That's my opinion. Like, I mean, you can definitely say that, like, you know, there's a lot of filler content or whatever, and that's fine. But I don't know. I like long shows. I love, like, a good 10-season show. A good fucking 20-season fucking program, you know? Like, that's what I'm into. I want to watch a fucking show for, like, fucking 15 years straight. That's, you know? I want this show to be a part of me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what this show is. That's why I do the show every day. I want y'all motherfuckers to, like, when you think of, like, how do I remember 2021? Like, just, you know, in your own history, I want to be an integral part of that shit. That's right, motherfucker. I'm in your goddamn brain. I'm building a fucking shack right on top of your fucking cortex, motherfucker. And I ain't leaving. It's over for you. Black Mirror, I mean, I personally think that every Black Mirror episode is good. Like, I think Black Mirror, like, there's... Some are better than others, right? Like, not every episode is equally as good or whatever. But I think that the baseline, like, the floor value of Black Mirror is really good. Like, the worst episode is still, like, in my opinion... like, better than a lot of other kinds of media out there. But I don't know what I would say the worst episode is. I'm going to rewatch Black Mirror now, because there's a new season coming. I want to watch goddamn fucking the Bandersnatch. I want to watch that on shrooms. Because it's got loops. And it's choices, too. That's pretty good. Yeah, honestly, though, I gotta rewatch Black Mirror. Because I'm sure that would be really good for a second watch. Anyway, y'all, that's enough. That's enough. That's it. That's enough. That's enough. That's it. That's enough. That's it. Settle down. Alright. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's enough. Turn it off. It's over. Turn it off. Is anyone still here? Like, didn't I tell y'all motherfuckers to turn it off? Why? Whoa, hold the phone here. You're telling me I give you very clear instructions that the show is over, and you haven't left? What, are you sticking around for like some bonus content? Oh, maybe she'll say something funny and it's worth wasting another 5 minutes of my fucking goddamn God for motherfucking sake in life. What? What? There's nothing here. This is entertaining? Just watching me freak out for no reason. Y'all motherfuckers. You're not, there's no bonus content. It's just over. It's just over. It's done. It's done. It's gone. It's fucking gone. It's done. It's over. There's nothing here. Just fucking turn it off.
Why attack Sanders? Why you're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
I mean, the fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be?
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen, and I said, this is genius.
Dub is a shit fuck, you know, cringe tour, etc., etc.
Why attack Sanders? Why? You're getting nervous, man. Nervous, man.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.